Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. It's time for us to do our thinking together. And I wanted to remind you today that when we are doing our thinking together, it's your job to make sure that you are making the sounds when I ask you to make a sound, and that you are doing the work on your paper when I ask you to do some work on your paper. Even though we're not in school right now, we can still grow our brains, and we do good growing of our brains when we are trying these things out, when I'm asking you to say them or when I'm asking you to write them. All right, let's get started. If you need to go get paper and pencil or something to write on and something to write with, please pause and go ahead and do that. Okay, so today we're going to be doing some thinking about two vowels. The two vowels that we are going to look at are E and I. Now we know that E says E, ed, e. You do it. E, ed, e. Good. When you say E, ed, e, I want you to notice that your mouth does something really important when you make the e sound. It stretches out like you're making a very tight smile. You try it. My mouth is open and you can see my teeth when I do it. You do it. Good. So when we say E, ed, e, we know that our mouth has to stretch into a tight smile and we show our teeth a bit. Our mouth is slightly open too. You can see my tongue when you look in there. E, ed, e. You do it. Excellent. The other sound that we're going to be thinking about today is the sound for letter I. We know that I says I, itch, I. Now notice how when I say I, my mouth is opening more up and down than side to side. Watch. I. You still see my teeth. You still see my tongue, but my mouth is not stretching to the sides. It's going more up and down. I. Look at that. I. Now you do it. I. Good. The sounds are similar, but slightly different. So it's our job as a reader and a speaker and a speller to know the difference between those two sounds. E, ed, e. Say it. I, itch, I. Great. Okay. So today when we do our word chain, we're going to be thinking about whether it has an E, ed, e sound or an I, itch, I sound in it. Okay? Our first word that I want you to write onto your paper or your board is the word met. Ask yourself, what sounds do you hear inside that word? Write it on your paper. Met. When you are ready, check my board with yours and make sure we have the same thing. E, ed, e, t. Met. Great work. All right. Our next word is going to be the word set. What stays the same and what changes? Go ahead and do it on your paper. Set. Is the vowel the same? Are the other parts of the word the same? Set. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. I need the word set. S. That's not the same. S. E, ed, e. That's the same. T. That's the same. Set. Make sure yours is the same as mine. And then let's keep going. Our next word is the word sit. Change what you need to. Do it on your paper now. What's the same? What's different? We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Let's try sit. S, I. S is the same. I is not the same. I need an I. Look at my mouth when I say I. It has to be an I. I, itch, I. S, I, t, t is the same. Make sure you have S-I-T for sit. Now we're going to make the word sim. Sim. Do it on your paper. Which parts are the same? Which parts are different? Sim. We'll do it together in 3, 2, 1. Sim. S. Same. I. I-itch. I. I. The same. Not the same. Sim. M. Sim. Great. Here's our next one. The word is sem. Sem. What's different? What's the same? Write it on your board. Sem. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Sem. S. Same. Eh. Eh. E. Ed. Eh. I need an E there, not an I. Eh. S. Eh. That's the same. Okay, here's the next one. This is the last one in our word chain. Tim is the next one. What's the same? What's different? Tim. Are we changing one part? 2 parts? 3 sounds? Tim. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's look sound by sound. T is the first sound of Tim. I need to change that one to a t. 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 I. That's not an I. I need I-itch. I. I need to change that one. That one stays the same. Tim. All right, here is our next one. On your paper, I want you to write the word peg. Think, what vowel do you hear inside that word? E or I? Write the letter correctly. E, ed, e, I-itch, I. Peg is the word. Do it on your paper or board. We'll do it in 3, 2, 1. The word we're making is peg. I jotted a P because I know P comes first. Next we need E, ed, e. Last we need G, P, e, G, peg, G. Peg is changing to the word pedge. Pedge. What stays the same? What changes? Do it on your paper. Pedge. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Pedge is the word. P. That's the same. E. That's the same. J. I need to change that one to a J. 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 Pedge. Now pedge is changing to pidge. Do it on your paper. Pidge. Is the vowel the same? Did the sound change? Try it out. Pidge. Think about e and I. Pidge. I'm sorry. Pidge. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Pidge. P. That's the same. I. I need to change that one to an I. J. That's the same. Pidge. Okay. Pidge is changing to didge. Didge. Do it on your paper. Where do you hear a new sound? Didge. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Didge. D. I need a new letter because it's a different sound. I'm going to erase my P. I need a D. 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 I. I-H. I. That's right. J. J. Jug. J. That's the same. Didge. Good. Let's change it one more time. This time, let's make it dem. Make the word dem. Write it on your paper. Dem. Change the sounds that you need to. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Dem. Ready? D. That's the same. Eh. That's different. D. Eh. That one's different too. I need a M. Dem. All right. Okay, for our next activity, we're going to do what's missing. We've done this a few times now, so you know how it goes. I'm going to put up some letters. I'm going to tell you a word. When I put up the letters, they're going to be missing one of the sounds that you hear in the word that I'm saying. Your job is to figure out which sound is missing and which letter I need to write into my word. On your paper, I want you to write the letter that fits into the word. You can either write the whole word on your paper or you can just write the letter that fits into the word that you hear. Okay? For our first word, I'm going to write L, a blank space, and a D. The word is lid. Ask yourself, what letter and sound goes in that space? Lid. Remember, we're thinking about I-H, I, and E-ed, eh. Lid is the word. We'll do it in 3, 2, 1. L, I, I-H, I, D, lid. Here's your next one. Your word is the word rep. Here's what I'm giving you. R, E, P. Rep. What letter goes in there? What sound do we hear? Rep. Jot it on your paper. Be ready to think together in 3, 2, 1. Rep. R, E. Look at my mouth. Eh. It's a stretched, tight smile. That means we need E. E, ed, eh. P. Rep. I hope you had E on your paper as well. Here's our next one. The word I'm going to write on my board is the word wib. I'm giving you W, I. You figure out the sound at the end. Wib. Wib. We'll do it together in 3, 2, 1. W, I, B. B, bat, B. B goes there. Wib. Make sure it's written the right direction too. Okay? Here's our next one. The word I'm writing on my board is the word seg. I'll give you the beginning, not the middle, and the end. What letter goes in the middle for the word seg? Write it on your board. Seg. Be ready in 3, 2, 1. S, E, E. Seg.